If you can hear me, how are you guys doing today? I hope lovely. Today we're going to talk about why I even have an academy. I want to get pretty vulnerable with you guys because, you know, one thing that I am healing is that satisfaction from my manifestations, that sitting back and appreciating it, sitting back and appreciating myself, for manifesting something that I put out there. My accomplishments, my successes, all the human shit, all the ego side shit. It's not bad, it's not good or bad, but it is what it is. And so the more material world, right? And I started to reflect on my academy. I have a whole fucking academy coming out on Saturday. Bruh, I'm 27 years old. I have a whole ass academy. That shit's crazy to me. It's really crazy to me. And I started and I recorded a lesson, and it was amazing because I recorded like the first lesson, which is the anatomy. I'll just tell you guys straight up, the anatomy on the large colon, the large intestine and the small intestine. But I recorded one, and it was like 35 minutes straight, no breaks, no notes, no rehearsing, one take. And I was like, whoa. Spirit went through me, boy, let me tell you. And I watched the video, and I was like, man, I'm actually learning something. Like I'm watching myself, and I'm really like sucked into what I'm saying. And I was like, holy shit. That was like one of the most satisfying things I've ever done. And I started to reflect on me teaching lessons, me, having a whole out fucking school when I used to hate school, bro. And I talked about this about my mom, and she has the same story. It blows my fucking mind. The only reason I graduated 12th grade. This is the guy, look. This is fucking funny that I'm talking about this. I've never in my life told anybody this but my fucking mom, like yesterday, and my wife, of course. The only reason why I graduated high school is because I cried on the last fucking day, and I had an F in math all of high school. And it was the last class. There was the only class that I could not pass, and I was gonna get held back from it. And the teacher didn't like me. That's why I didn't really do it, to be very honest with you. The teacher didn't like me. I didn't fuck with him. He would always send me out of class type shit, right? And because I would always talk. I would always talk. I was so talkative, and now I'm getting paid to talk. It's fucking wild, bro. It's so cool. So he didn't want to see me again. He was like, just get the fuck in. I consider him a spirit guide, to be very honest with you. I considered him a spirit guide. He let me go on even though I failed math the entire year. I failed math my entire high school, like all 4 years. And I can never do math. I never wanted to do math, I should say. Not that I can never do it. I repeat that. I never wanted to do it because they didn't make it fun for me. They didn't make, right? And so I started to think about myself as the teacher. And I always used to be as a kid like, man, if I was a teacher, I'd be this, and that, right? I'd be that cool teacher. I'd be I'd probably cuss a couple times teacher, right? Be very vulnerable, very upfront, very respectful, right? And now I'm able to be in this position, you know? 10 years later, 11 years later. Crazy shit. Crazy shit, guys. So it was a huge reflection for me. And I started to ask, why do I have an academy? I started to look at all the teachers I hated. And I'm like, man. And then I started to look at the curriculum that they have. I'm like, man, they ain't teaching y'all nothing. They ain't teaching y'all shit. We left high school with what, guys? I'm speaking of America. Let's be very, very real. I'm from the South. So it's not really, it's not really the most advanced, if you know what I mean. So the curriculums were bullshit. They're still teaching people about Columbus. They're still teaching people about this, and that. We talking about Columbus is 2023? Wait, is it 2022? It's 2022? What the fuck? We talking about Columbus? We holding that man in the light? So like this is public school. So I already knew it was bullshit ever since I was a kid. I already knew. I was already fucked the man. I was already fucked the cops. I was already fucked the suit and tie. That was me as a kid growing up. So it was very easy to when I found out about a lot of the things that they do, especially pharma, if we're keeping it, holistic health and herb related, life the plant way. Um, pharma and how they just have everybody by the fucking balls. By the balls. All right, guys. And, you start to learn about these truths. And I could have sat there and been like, that sucks, whatever. But I could also do something about it. Right? And so I created Life the Plant Way for that reason. Man, I don't want people to be customers for life. People take my herbs for too long and I'm like, hey, bro, either my shit don't work or you're doing the same fucking thing. You're eating the same thing, hanging out with the same people, doing the same shit. I would say it's like 80-20 that. 80% usually that, 20%. Okay, my formulas may not work for some people. That's cool. I'll take that. But the herbs aren't for the reoccurring customer. The herbs don't want you to pick them all the fucking time. Come on now. The plants don't want you to pick them like that all the damn time. They want you to be healthy. Stop picking me, bro. Sure, I'll give you my body because I love you and I'll give up my body for you, right? This is what the herbs and the plants do. This is how I learned herbalism. I learned herbalism on a spiritual tip. I didn't learn it on a certification tip. I learned it on a spiritual and an experience tip, right? So now I share what I know. And the herbs don't want you to pick them, bro. The fruit is for that. The tree brings out the fruit just for you, brings out its child. Here you go. This is my creation for you. So we should be up in the trees like that. The herbs are for the healing of the nation, of course. But the nation shouldn't always need. And we're back. Um, but yeah, we lack a lot of respect for the herbs nowadays. We lack a lot of respect for all the plants fucking nowadays. How can we not get the flu? Keep your sinuses clear. Stop sucking in your booger every time you cry and you just leave them sucked up. Little shit like that that is encouraged in American society. Like, you know what I mean? Holding your poop in all day because you can't go because you're in school, you're at work. Stop doing that shit. And drinking dairy and like cheeses and stuff like that. That's just mucus, guys. That's just literally the mucus, the fat, the pus, the toxicity of the animal and given to you. When you do a parasite cleanse, cheese will smell like the worst thing in the world to you. Yes, to drain my sinus would help. And drinking a cup of lime and cayenne pepper. Teaspoon of cayenne pepper, half a teaspoon, or quarter teaspoon if you can't do that much. And drink that every single morning and allow the boogies to run. I don't want you to suck in everything. I want you to. And then go. Last thing, I want you to go to my profile. Look at the last 3 or 4 videos. And one of them, it's a nasal steam to do at home with no herbs you need to buy. You just go outside and get some eucalyptus trees. If you live in California, you may have to go to the store for eucalyptus oil if you need to. But and then get rosemary. Get both of those herbs, and I just showed it in the video. So go over and do that. And but yeah. Now the Academy, guys, is coming out on Saturday. The launch day is Saturday. And I'm really excited because I'm working with a spiritual coach, a business coach and a spiritual coach. If you guys have a business and you don't have a coach, please, or a mentor, please go get one. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Message me if you need more answers about that. But I'm working with a spiritual coach, and she's helping me expand my mind, and it's helping me expand my business as well, and expand the academy. So the guest appearances, they're going to be guest lectures, guest presentations, guest workouts, with our trainer every Friday morning at like 5 Cali time. Our guy Mike, he will hop onto this Life the Plain Way page, and it'll be a workout for like 24 minutes or something like that. Very exact. I don't know why, but very exact. He'll hop on and you guys can do a workout with him every single Friday. And then the replay will be shown on Monday on YouTube. I just wanted to point that out there. But the academy is going to feature these guests, and it's going to be my way of really broadening the horizon, really like adding in more content, more things to learn from, besides what I'm an expert at. I know I'm an expert in some things, but I'm definitely not an expert in fitness. I'm definitely not. I know what I'm not an expert in. That is for sure. And I know I'm an expert in some things. So I speak about that. So this is my opportunity to bring this, live. And next year, I'm manifesting it now. Or I've been manifesting it for like a week. But next year, we are going to have at least one live event for whatever city has the most, like the most concentrated people, but yeah, so I'm hoping it's on the opposite side of the US. I get to travel, but I'm cool with it being anywhere, of course. But yeah, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be crazy. Spanish videos. Ooh, fuck. Down fucking low. Thank you. Where's my pen? Whenever you guys get a download, thank you for that comment. We weren't, but we will now. No. Where's my pen? Not cool. Man, I got a good download. Yes, we will. Yes. Thank you so much. Because I've been trying to connect with Latinos more, and I'm cool with it being, I have a lot of Latino Americans, but I want the Spanish speaking Latinos as well. Especially, the viejitas, the tias, the tios, all this type of stuff who just don't want to speak English. Some of them are hard-headed. Some of them really just can't. Some of them are a little stubborn. But regardless, I want to be able to, reach everyone. So thank you so much for that. I feel like a lot of Latinos aren't aware and should be. I go into these Latino supermarkets because that's where I get my fruit sometimes. They have some of the greatest fruit. I go and I'll go throughout the store, and me and my wife are trying to find something. My son is picking up stuff, telling us to read the ingredients and stuff, and we're all just like, bruh, I cannot find one gluten-free thing here. I cannot find one vegan thing here. I cannot find one, like, at least somewhat trying to be fucking plant-based. All this shit is still the big-ass cartoon with the big noses, big whatever, and hella bright colors that attracts fucking children. And I made a video about that a couple days ago. This kind of spirit just talking through me now. But I made a video about that a couple days ago. This is how they get this community. I mean, this is how they get everybody, but since we're talking about Latinos, a lot of their stuff is cartoon based. And when you have cartoons, it's easier to digest in the mind. You understand? It's easier to digest in the mind. It makes it playful. It brings out your inner child. Now it's kind of hard to say no because it's your inner child saying yes. It's your actual fucking legit child saying yes too. My 3-year-old. Ooh, look, Papa, this has blueberries, this and that because of the fucking picture. I look at the ingredients. Boy, the first ingredient is high fructose corn syrup, blue 40, bilencyptamine, whatever, lamine, methamine, what the fuck? Like, what? This is crazy. So they use the psychology to get you. The colors. We do it too, of course. You know, we do the psychology, of course, but in a fucking holistic way, of course. We're not trying to get you to, hey, come eat these heavy metals right now. You know, let's come eat these heavy metals, play $5.99 for it. Hey, come give your kids these heavy metals, these blue 40s, yellow 5s, red, whatever, whatever. You know? Shit, now he has behavioral problems. Oh shit, now he can't stay still at school. Oh wait, now he's fighting. Now he's angry. Now he's this. Now he's that. Oh shit, he's autistic. All this type of stuff. You understand what I'm saying, family? All this stuff is in our foods, in our drink. And they get you with the psychology. They get you with the psychology. That's how they get you. With the colors, with the sales, with the deals, with the height and where it's at, with the position it's placed in the store, with the wax on it to make it look shiny. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of the spirit talking through me. But I want you guys to understand that because especially the parents. I have a 3-year-old and I have a 1.5-year-old. And being able to observe them and really teach them and have them observe you, I should say, and really teach them to call out, really call out the bullshit for them. My son now asks, at 3 years old, Papa, can you read the ingredients? Wow, he's so smart. Yeah, but I made him aware of this. How many parents are literally telling their kids that? They'll say just no, no, or yes. You know, there's no, oh no, sweetie, look, this has red 40. Red 40? Bad. Red 40's Fuchi. This is how I talk to my son. Red 40 is Fuchi. It make your tummy ouch. It give you bloats. It make your head ouch. Literally how I talk to my 3-year-old. And so now he gives us a, can you read the ingredients? Fuck, you picked out the gluten-free, like literally like one ingredient, just fruit, like a fruit snack. And so I'm like, I don't want to say no because I want him to, I want him to be used to eating healthier snacks. I'm like, all right, fine. Ask your mom. But I say this because it's very important that we just make people aware. It What we do is we kind of hold back. One thing I realized we do, and this is something that I've actually been trying to heal myself. Miss Robotics, I fucking love your page. I love your page. You have no idea, bro. Love, 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 love your page. It's amazing. I do struggle with it. Since we're talking about childhood, I would love to talk to you about this. I know we're not struggle with it. Since we're talking about childhood, I would love to talk to you about this. I know we're not talking face to face, but look, I struggle with it because I keep my son away from because I keep my son away from screens. When I'm around my son, I don't really use my phone. I don't like to see him like that, or I don't like him to see me with it. We have movie night like once a week, maybe twice a week if he gets, maybe 3 times a week if he's a little lucky, if we need him to chill out. But we're very conscious and very aware of the screen time. We're very aware how close they are, and we place them in outside settings a lot. And what you do is so fucking amazing because it's a space that's open for people of color and STEM and learning, science, technology, all these different types of things. It's so beautiful because I love, love, love STEM. But I'm finding it hard. Like my parents' side is like, bro, you cannot have them in front of that screen like that. And so I have like these two sides that battle. Me and my wife talk about it actually. It's kind of crazy. So I love, love, love your page. For the ones who aren't into STEM, this is you're teaching such valuable information. It's not even funny. Please, guys, if you guys can go check her out, Miss Robotics, especially if you have kids. Yes. Um, but I'm being very vulnerable with you guys tonight. Might be the shrooms. And this is your teacher, guys. How many of you guys wished your fucking teachers in high school took shrooms? Type in love if you wished your teachers in high school took shrooms or smoked weed or just did something to chill the fuck out. Type in love. Oh man. I need your advice. I want to do a detox. Ooh, that's awesome. You see that? Hey, I was thinking about your thing. Hey, I was thinking about your thing. Crazy. Um, First things first, eliminate the meat and replace it with mushrooms. Anytime you're gonna eat meat, if you don't already, if you're plant based already, that's fucking awesome. If you're not and you're trying to transition, um, replace meat with mushrooms. I want you to season mushrooms the same way, cook mushrooms the same way, okay? So your palate can start getting used to mushrooms, but still have the same textures. You're kind of tricking your brain. Okay, it's not just about eliminating. This is for everybody. It's not just about eliminating. Okay, it's not just about eliminating, but it's about replacing. Because if you just eliminate, you're gonna have a void, and if you have a void, it is so 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 easy for you and your emotional body to go and fill that void with the thing that you know best. You know the most. That's easiest for you, and that is usually the meat. Going back to it, right? The thing that you try to eliminate, whatever it is. That goes for anything. So I want you to do that. Switch to the mushrooms. I want you to throw out any dairy and replace it with almond milk, rice milk, some type of nut milk you want to make at home. Okay. Then I want you to look at all your ingredients in your kitchen, and I want you to read all of them. Okay, I'm going. This is beyond the food as well. Also the household items, things like that, because it's a lifestyle change, guys. Right? It's not just a couple things and still do the same shit. This is a lifestyle change. So I want you to look at all the things you have in your kitchen. Literally just read the ingredients. And if it has yellow 5, it have any colors in it, right? If it has gluten in it, which is the wheat, if it has any high fructose corn syrup, any fake sugars, where it says literally just sugar, that's fake sugar, guys. Do not fucking get it. If it doesn't say coconut sugar, then you shouldn't have sugar inside your shit. It's usually going to be some processed fake European sugar, colonizer sugar, if you want to look at it like that. But you can do that. Next, you want to incorporate only fruits in the mornings. Only fruits before 12, guys. All right. What you do between 12 and like before the sun goes down, that's up to you. You can do cooked foods if you want, but the morning time, only fruits. The drops will expire after they're opened after 6 months. So 6 months after they're opened. Some last up to a year, but it'll just lose potency. It won't like less. It won't like expire. Like it's like sour and you're gonna have to throw it out. It just loses potency. Is this inspired by Dr. Sebi? No, but my personal journey was inspired by Dr. Sebi, if that makes sense. I would say my first master was Dr. Sebi on the hospital bed when I consciously decided to make that transition. But as far as my formulas and herbs and stuff like that, no. But rest in peace to that man. I give thanks to that man every single day. Every single day, I thank that ancestor. To be very honest with you guys. Him, Kobe, man, Kobe was a life changer for me, especially as a kid, especially as like a teenager. Do I eat salads? Yeah, but they got to be the pretty salads though. They got to have the little flowers on it. They got to taste fucking good. You know, I want a nice little plant-based sauce on it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no just I'm just gonna grab something and eat it dry and raw. Like, no, that's not me. I'd rather eat the fruit. I'm a fruit guy. So did I eat all fruit today? Nah, my friend gave me a little piece of that sandwich, but for the whole day I ate fruit though. Persimmons for days. I ate like at least 15 persimmons today. I'm gonna be buying from you. Shout out to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Ooh, download. All right, Mr. Robotics. I'm gonna be hitting you up. I'm gonna be hitting you up. Oh, what's your name? What's your name? I'm gonna be hitting you up. I would love for you to have like a guest lecture, guest presentation on STEM and stuff. Ooh, and the academy. Oh yes. Oh yes. What helps with stomach cancer or any suggestions? Stomach cancer is one of the worst ones you can possibly have, bro. I'll be very, very honest with you. Very straight up with you. That's one of the hardest ones only because of the discipline that it takes and because of the positioning of that of the stomach, which is the first thing that fucking the first thing that your food touches after it goes down the esophagus. First organ, boom, stomach. So you have to be extremely, extremely, extremely picky on what you put in your body. Me personally, what I would suggest, this is no medical advice. What I would do, I would say, is no medical advice. But I would do only coconut water. The most you can possibly do is like a soup of coconut milk and like a Thai type inspired with, but no no noodles, literally just broth. Like I would go as much liquid as possible and very very soft fruit. Um, and then I would drink at least like a little pinch of baking soda, and that's gonna like alkalize the stomach a little bit. So you want to be more off liquids and just very very soft. You don't want anything heavy digested. You want nothing cooked, especially nothing cooked. Ooh, I would pray for the Lord. Like I will pray for you if you are having cooked food while having stomach cancer because it's an acidic condition. You're having this acidic product, this acidic foods, whatever it may be. Okay, I don't care what it is. If you char up or they implant, that's gonna be a very acidic thing and acidic uh meal going into your body because it's fire, guys. Fire destroys. Fire's on the acid side of life. Okay, the other side is extremely cold, basically bleach, right? Both can kill you on the extreme sides, but fire is that highly, highly, highly acidic. The other side is the highly, highly, highly alkaline. They can both kill you. But that fire, boy, let me tell you, that fire will burn. That fire will hurt very bad. All right. So you do not want to put fire to foods. I get it. People want to cook and stuff like that. That's fine. But in this case, you do not want to put any fire to foods, like at all. Okay, try to be as alkaline as possible. So stay on the alkaline side. Not like alkaline Dr. Sabi list type thing, but I'm saying alkaline as far as like coconut water. You want to stay away from citrus. You want to go more towards like pears. If you can do apples, you can do apples. They might be a little rough, but if you can do apples, do that. Pears. I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think. Cherries. You can test out some berries. They're sometimes slightly on the acidic side, so you might do like blackberries if you could. I'm trying to think what else. Bananas, avocados. The bananas and avocados should be naturally soothing to it because it is more on the fatty, starchier side. Would you recommend the same for colon cancers? No, colon cancer you can I feel like you can eat more of an array of things. Stomach cancer only because it's not even fucking digested yet. You understand? I mean, if it's fruits, it's going to be digested from the saliva, right? But any other foods, it's not even digested yet. It doesn't digest until the it starts hitting the stomach and then goes into that duodenum, small intestine, and that's when the pancreas and the gallbladder and the small intestine, they all start getting these digestive juices going and then breaking down your food, right? And then it goes, but when it hits the stomach, it's not like that yet. So with something like stomach cancer, which is a highly, it's like, think of it like an open wound, and you're just fucking smacking an open wound. That's basically what it is. Or you're putting fire or something hot to the open wound. It's gonna burn the shit out of you. It's the same concept. Okay, guys. So yeah, that's what I would recommend with stomach cancer. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of coconut water. I mean, that's your shit for the next like year. Okay, that you're drinking that as much as you can. It can be from 100% coconut water in a can if that's all you can find. If you can do the actual coconuts, that's even better. But either or works, and that's what I would recommend for that. How about a juice fast? Would that help for the stomach cancer? Oh, 100%. Yeah, juicing. Oh, what? If you had the discipline to do a juice fast, that would be the very best for you. The very best for you. If you can go on, but I wouldn't recommend like a 30-day juice fast just right now. I would transition into it, so I would have at least 3 days of just fruit, just a very soft fruit, and then that next you can at least try like just push your limits a little bit. 7 days of just juices, cool. If it feels good, okay, you can move to 14 days. If you start to feel a certain way and you want to stop feeling that certain way, because you will have detox symptoms. If you're on a cancer side, that's very deep into toxicity, very deep into damage. So yeah, you're gonna have some detox symptoms when that waste moves throughout your body. So at any point you want to stop that, you just start eating the fruit again, or drink a green juice. You want to avoid smoothies at all costs. Okay, that's too much fiber. You want to remove smoothies at all costs. Okay, just juices, and you'll be good. Juices and herbal teas. Herbal teas are very important in this stage. You have to do herbs if you have cancer. In my personal opinion, you have to do herbs when you have cancer. The other ones you can reverse with just your diet and your life and your eating habits and drinking habits. But cancer, in my personal opinion, you need herbs, especially something like stomach cancer. So in these cases, you can do aloe vera. Ooh, that's going to be amazing. Aloe vera, blend it with water and strain it. That right there is going to be, just think of when you have a sunburn, right? Your skin is highly inflamed and you put that aloe vera gel on there. Ooh, it feels so good. Good night, my friend. Good night. Good night. Good night. But for colon cancer, yeah, no, you can eat more. So the reverse eyesight is gonna be on the it's gonna be featured in the what's it called? The Academy. On the first on the It's gonna be available the day of the Academy. In the Academy, I should say. And then you guys gonna get your first lesson on Monday. I just saw your video on how to better your eyesight, but it was an older video. I need new classes. Oh wait, somebody just asked that. How about for mental health? Mental health, always a gut problem. Okay, guys, mental health is always a gut problem. Always, always, always a gut problem. What herbs do I recommend? So for the stomach cancer, I would recommend our gut cleanser, or you can grab slippery elm and use that for about 2-3 weeks, and then from there, depending, or even a month if you have to, depending on the inflammation and how it's doing, then you can do a little bit more aggressive herbs. and really cleaning out the system. But personally, how I would move would go the soothing route first, kind of like stabilize it, right? And then yeah, it gets to healing it with things like yarrow. Yarrow will tighten up the whole GI tract. What else? Marshmallow root, calamus root. Yeah. How do I get into the academy? And we're also gonna have herbal lessons, of course, on the academy. We're gonna have herbal lessons, lessons about spirituality and its connection to our health, right? Herbal lessons, and then different therapies. You know, like for the colon and intestines, we're gonna show you different therapies, different whether it's stretching or massaging or this and that, right? And then you guys are gonna get 4 lessons on a specific set of organs or systems, a different one each month. So you're going to get anatomy, physiology, so what it looks like, what it's built like, what it does, what's its role, what actions does it perform. That's the second week. Third week is the spiritual and the emotional connection to the organ or system. And then that fourth week is going to be the herbs and the therapies for you. And then the second week, you're going to get the guest presentation. And then at the end of the month, we hop on live together and we party and recap the month. And then you guys get a quiz at the end of the month as well that you need to pass in order to move on to the next lesson. But you can fail or it's not even a fail, just keep learning. Okay, it's a move at your own approach. You don't have to be on, everything is for life, but you do have to pass the quiz in order to go to the next lesson because I want you to understand, I want you to fully digest the knowledge and understand it. Okay, but it's a move your own, like a move at your own pace. So you get into the academy, go to lifeinnature.info, lifeinnature.info.